guys, welcome back. So today's video, we'll be making once again another knife sheath. Now this sheath in particular was made this particular knife was made by a local bladesmith over there in Wichita, Kansas, called Nick's Knife Works. And I'm going to try to get his website in the description along with his Facebook page and everything. And that way you guys can go check out his wares. And this particular knife, he didn't specify whenever I spoke to him what kind of steel this was. But this is really nice blade, really nice. Now this, yes, it already has a sheath. And I would have to say he did pretty good, in my opinion, on this leather work. And so the thing is that he no longer has this knife. He was telling me that he had wound up donating it to a auction, I do believe it was, and then my co-worker and her husband wound up getting a hold of this knife, wound up winning it, and her husband didn't wind up not liking the sheath too much because he does a lot of desk work or sitting in his truck or whatever the case may be. It's very, very discomforting, I guess you can say, of carrying a knife like this. Carrying it like this in a loop style. A drop down style like this. So what I'm going to do is make a sheath very similar to this one, and this one, actually, this knife here will actually end up being a different video. I don't know. I may or may not get this one on video, but the sheath style will end up being very similar to this because the way that he's wanting it, the new owner of this knife, is wanting it to be kind of set at an angle and still be able to easily access it while sitting down or just simply sitting down. And that way it doesn't wind up digging into the side or anything of that sort, and still be able to easily access the knife. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. It won't be exactly like this, of course. But this is the design that I will be going with. And this is a in-house design that I've been working on and trying to perfect over the last year or so. This particular one here is only number 2, I think, or 3 of this design. And so this one here, I'll be doing it the same way, just obviously a little bit smaller. And it'll be, like I said, sitting off at an angle. So I am actually really really excited to go ahead and do this because I don't get to work with too many handmade knives, really. And I am really, really stoked. So if you guys want to go check out Nick's Knife Works, I'll have his website and his Facebook linked in the description. We'll go ahead and jump straight on into it. So stick around. So the sheath is done, and it looks pretty daggum nice, I think. And this is, in fact, my smallest sheath that I've ever made so far. And it came out reasonably well. And I'm actually pretty happy about the way it came out. I'm sure hoping this is going to last the owner quite some time, and that it is fitting for them as well. And I know the main criteria was at an angle, so I've been running with this design for a while, so it should work. Because I daily carry out work, and I'm in a truck, I'm sitting at a desk, and using this design, it's always easily accessible for me. So I know this guy is in the same type of situation, so I went ahead and made it like this. So I sure hope the new owner likes it, and I do believe it gives this a bit of a nice touch for it. Also, this knife, I want to jump back on that. This knife was made by Nick's Knife Works out of Wichita, Kansas, and that's a couple hours from me. And if you guys want to go check out his website, I'll try to get the link to his website in the description of the video. And I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and he's got a lot of nice knives. And I don't know the pricing of them, but a lot of what I've seen of his, he does some really nice work. So if you guys want to go check them out, go right ahead. And this is actually the sheath that this knife came with. So he does his own tooling on his sheaths as well, and seems to do pretty daggone good on his sheaths. So I'd compliment him about that. So his knife work though is so far with his, I'm glad with this. I mean, I kind of actually want this knife. So that's me though. So I'm going to go ahead. Like I said, if you want to go check out Nick's Knife Works Facebook, if you want to go check out my Facebook for the channel as well, along with TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube Shorts. If you guys want to go check those out, go right ahead. I got 1 to 3 minute. I post 1 to 3 minute videos on all those, and of course the main videos here on YouTube. I also post updates and questionnaires and a bunch of different things on the other sites, and just kind of help keep you guys in the loop of projects to come, and just simply projects, little updates on projects and up to the completion of videos and everything. So you want to go ahead and move on over there and check those out, go right ahead, go ahead and follow and everything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and jump onto the video verse. If you guys have been following along, we are in Hebrews chapter 9, and we're going to be finishing it up with verses 23 through 28. And it says, "Therefore it was necessary for the copies of the things in the heavens to be purified with these sacrifices, but the heavenly things themselves to be purified with better sacrifices than these. For Christ did not enter a sanctuary made with hands, only a model of the true one, but into heaven itself, so that he might now appear in the presence of God for us. He did not do this to offer himself many times, as the high priest enters the sanctuary yearly with the blood of another. Otherwise, he would have had to suffer many times since the foundation of the world. But now he has appeared one time at the end of the ages for the removal of sin by the sacrifice of himself. And just as it is appointed for people to die once, and after this, judgment, so also Christ, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not to bear sin, but to bring salvation to those who are waiting for him." And that is Hebrews chapter 9, verses 23 through 28. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.